Greetings, everyone. This is the Joint Vice President of Finance for SGA here. Today, I'll be going over the appeals process and what you and your organization should do to, go through it and try and, get a denied funding request approved. So, basically, the website you'll want to look at is sga.gotech.edu/rso-policy slash finance slash hashtag budgets. So yeah, basically, you go on this website here and then scroll down to the bottom, and here is the appeals process. Um, Basically, what you'll want to do or how it works is you submit a request, you submit like a bill request or budget request, and after it goes through JFC and they met and they compared it to policy, and SGA and the JFC deny your funding request. If you believe that the denial or the request was wrong, at fault of the JFC or due to some other matter, you can request for an appeal. This also can relate to basically if you request, let's say, $500 for an event, but then the JFC only gives you $400, you can also submit an appeal to try and get that full $500 amount. So we'll first start with step one, receive less than originally requested from bill or budget. This was basically what I just mentioned, where after going through the budget or bills process, if your organization has received less than you originally requested, you're able to begin the appeals process. Please be aware that there is a strict timeline for this. So if you are interested in pursuing an appeal, it is recommended that you read through the process and policy first. Then we'll go to step two. Within 10 business days of receiving your allocation for the request in question or getting your request denied, submit a request through this. Actually, this form doesn't exist, so we'll skip over to this bullet here where you should just reach out to the Joint Vice President of Finance requesting a written decision through email. I'll, simulate this and towards the end of the video of how it should look like. But yeah, so you are either approved for less than you originally requested or your bill is denied. Then you have 10 business days to email the Joint Vice President of Finance and request a written decision. If JSC does not return a written decision within 10 business days after your request has been made, you may move forward to the next step. This basically means that once you submit a request to the JVPF, him or her and the JFC have 10 business days to reply to you and return a written decision. If they do not return a written decision, then you can move on to step three. Step three, if the decision to reduce was either arbitrary, discriminating, or JC failed to follow procedure. Basically, once you have your written decision, if your organization believes that the reduction to your request was for any of the aforementioned reasons, you should submit an appeal. Basically, this means once you receive your written decision, your organization can read through it and then, you can determine if, the reduction or denial was arbitrary, if it was discriminating, if JFC failed to follow procedure. Basically, if you believe any of those to be true, you can submit an appeal, and you can also review the RSO policy there, to kind of help figuring out if you want to do so. If you choose to submit an appeal, basically, um, in the email that I would reply to you with the written decision, I will CC the Dean of Students, Dean Stein, and basically, I'll CC the Dean of Students, and then you and the Dean of Students and his or her office can, continue discussing and, figuring out if there is basis for the appeal. And that goes down into the final decision. The final determination, final decision has to be um, released by the Dean of Students office within 20 business days. And this decision will detail the reasoning for the determination and will include the monetary amount in which your allocation has been adjusted if the appeal has been approved. Then down here, it also mentions the previously mentioned grounds for an appeal, such as JFC disapproval of the annual budget request or bill request, or JFC's determination regarding any allocation for an item therein, which arbitrary or capricious. JFC engaged in viewpoint discrimination or another legal violation, or JFC failed to follow the funding request processes and procedures outlined in this policy. This policy refers to the funding allocations policy, which is in another video on this channel. Next, I will, go through basically how you as an organization could submit a written decision request. So over here, we have engage. So you would want to, go on your drop down menu and then go to your organization. For this example, I'll be using SGA. So yeah, you'll want to click on the toolbar, go down to finance, and then you'll want to go over to the budget. It'll show like the request that you made. Right here, demo for SGA, this is the demo that I'm using for this example. Yeah, it says the little red thing here means that it was denied. As also mentioned, if you requested $500, only got approved $400, you can submit an appeal if you believe you should get the $500. But for this example, we're going to work with your um, your funding request was straight up denied. So yeah, you'll see a little red, red the red line. If it was passed, it'll be green. But yeah, the thing you'll want to know is the number here. So 19, 24, 30. So basically, you'll go, on your email. I already have, it kind of pulled up. So you'll send this to the Joint Vice President of Finance. That person email is finance@sga.gotech.edu, and then you in your subject you write written decision request or bill number 192430. I believe that was what it was. Yes. So then you can be like, hello, we would like a written decision for bill number 192430. The name of the bill was my name I put was demo for SGA. And then regards Max. So yeah, you would just click send. That will go to the Joint Vice President of Finance. And then the Joint Vice President of Finance and the JFC have 10 business days from the day that you send it to reply with a written decision. When the written decision returns to you, the Dean of Students will be CC'd on that email, and then you can continue the conversation with the Dean of Students and the Dean of Students office. The Dean of Students office will, hear what you have to say, what proof, reasoning, evidence, etc. that you have as to, why your appeal should be approved. And then within 20 business days of you initiating that conversation with the Dean of Students office will have a final decision, And if it was approved, it will show the new updated amount that it was approved. If it was denied, then unfortunately, that is all that can be done. I hope this video helps. And as always, if you have any questions about this process, be sure to reach out to the Joint Vice President of Finance. You can find that email at finance@sga.gatech.edu. And yeah, I hope this helps. Have a nice day.